Hello everyone, Jet here, and welcome back to my Dwarfs playthrough as Clan Angrund and Belegar Ironhammer. Now, if you remember from last time, we've just been, we've just finished a war with the vampire counts. Well, not Von Carstein even. Vampire counts are definitely still here, and we've done quite well against Von Carstein. We've wiped Von Carstein out. We've taken some territory up here, which we're just bringing back into line at the moment. In fact, I can probably stop taxing there, which will probably mean I don't need to actually guard here. Let's have a look. Okay, that's good. So that's here getting in right in line. Let's start pulling you down, because I actually want to get you over here as well. And we've just taken here because it got taken by a random orc faction. Now, we do have some mutinous gits here I want to pay attention to. You are moving up here because I'm already burning off my corruption in these two places nicely as well. Okay, let's end turn. Anyway, at the moment we're building up and we're going to be rushing. Well, we're not going to be rushing because we don't need to rush because we've got quite strong allies around the area. But we are going to be pushing to Karak 8 Peaks to get hold of Karak 8 Peaks and kick the Crooked Moon mutinous gits out. Now, Red Eye just confederated with Greenskins, which makes Greenskins that bit much stronger. But makes me even less upset I went to war with them, because they would have been hostile to me this turn anyway. So no, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Obviously, the Crooked Moon mutinous gits are coming back, and this is an army with a war, so that's quite a powerful army, so I do need to pay attention to it. However, if it tries to siege me, I'm relatively confident I can take them on, because, you know, if there's two of them, I can probably take them on. Ooh, they seem to be losing some territory, so I might need to deal with Skaven at some point. Okay, we have a grudge to take on that army. And their war.
Belegar Ironhammer.
I'd rather eat a squig!
The question is, am I powerful enough to take on both at once?
Forwards.
And is here. They'll hold until I can level this up now.
Go then.
Nothing to do here.
Especially if I get this guy up here, because he'll start burning off their he'll start burning off the corruption more nicely, which is dropping down. We are still losing all our Skaven corruption, so that's good. You know, it is going to balance out slowly. I wish I could tell how quickly. I wish I knew how many turns this was for. If anybody does know how many turns that takes, please let me know, so we can work that out. So we'll move to 78.9 is where we're aiming for, and we're at 75. So we'll have a look at this one next turn.
Lord.
You are going and getting this boat. These are nice because, as I said, they get me income. Wax sealed rations, that's nice. That reduces upkeep, and obviously helps me dealing with attrition on the high seas. So that's just him at the moment, and gives me 15k. And 15k is not to be sniffed at. Let's level you up. Ooh, now I do potentially need to be careful for Grimhold. In fact, you can move here to try and bring there in line. He is really good at the moment as well. Okay. And my Thane has leveled up. You are really good, actually. We're going to up your damage. Ooh. We can up his charge. I don't really tend to charge as these guys. Let's start throwing stuff into training. Oh, and we can get some salt. Can we trade with anybody else yet?
Armored in faith.
Oh, Knights of
The laws
Origo
of chivalry
If you insist.
will accept a non-aggression pact. They won't trade with us yet, but that should start
protector of the
going.
realm.
Yes?
At your service. What do you
Ooh.
wish to discuss? Understood.
Alothan, they get lots of bonuses from... They gain much more from me from this, but
Very well.
I want to trade, and
The
Lothan are
Empire.
a big, powerful nation, so having them as allies is not necessarily a bad thing. Keeping them on side for the time being, certainly. How powerful are Lothan, actually?
Alariel's champion.
They are hugely powerful compared to me. Which is hardly surprising, because they've got a nice chunk here. They've also pushed over here. They seem to have already taken control of all of Ulthuan, which does mean they're quite powerful. Skaven from Skavenblight are also getting quite powerful. I am maintaining a cordial relationship with them at the moment, though I don't trust them. Oh wow, we have greenskins there! Now that might be something I need to pay attention with, though all of my dwarf holds are are very well defended, so this isn't necessarily a bad thing. You know, I can hold off relatively big attacks, so not too worried about that. No, because you're not friends with the Empire. Now, the Empire are suffering, and this is my big worry at the moment, is can I afford to go take on Karak 8 Peaks while the Empire is suffering so much? Because I want the Empire to be strong. Okay. That's not bad, because they're not actually attacking me yet, so I can potentially move up my other army. What I do need to be careful of is them just turning and jumping on my other army.
It is time.
We're going to sneak a bit closer,
Axes, lads. We move.
because I can't quite get close enough, unfortunately, that I will attack both armies. And they won't retreat if I attack. So I want to get both armies here. I mean, I can hold this. I'm relatively confident I win the battle. It's just I would win it with a little bit, but I wouldn't win it enough. Oh, we'll take Ancestral Grudge here. Anything to help us fight those greenskins at the moment. And as soon as I said, we're going to do a rush for Karak 8 Peaks, try and get there, and then we will turn around and deal with the vampires. Oh, did I forget to move him? He moved the tiniest bit. That was a bit daft of me. Anyway, we've discovered these guys now. We're going to go up the coast of here. We're going to go round Ulthuan and then down to Lustria. That's a little worrying. I don't really have an army to deal with them. The vampires do seem to spread so much more now, which means I'm probably going to have quite a brutal war with the vampires after this, which hopefully will mean the Empire will be able to become a bit more ascendant while that goes on. Simply, I don't want the vampires to become too powerful, so having a fairly vicious war, certainly up into the mountains. You know, we'll try and conquer Sylvania as well, and get back all of my territory. Hey, we'll do a nice easy auto there. Why did they only attack with one army? Okay, so they attacked me with a single army, and then charged up there. That was odd. So he obviously had Lightning Strike and used it, which gave him less troops. I'm not complaining about him doing silly things like that, guys. He can do silly things like that all day long if he wants to. We've got a nice hill to sit on here, and they're goblins. I think I can tell you who's going to win this battle, guys.
Victory will be ours. Dwarf warriors.
Nice, solid, dwarven line.
Warriors. Dwarf
Let's
warriors.
spread my line a bit, actually.
Moving out.
They are going to try and get around me. These guys are not going to be on skirmish.
Not him. The clans
because they've got a lot of calves, so they're probably going to try and zerg around me, understandably. And they're going to die. Horribly. Horribly, horribly. Horribly, horribly, horribly. Right, let's double time as they approach.
For the ancestor gods! No! Vengeance! Rage far, rage fast! Rage far, rage fast! Dwarf warriors! Rock out!
You guys can just... These guys are going to move out a little bit. My front line is then going to move forwards a bit and stretch. We're basically just keeping an eye on these guys as they approach. And we will do a counter charge down the hill shortly. Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to put him there. It's not actually all that bad. Let's get the charge on. I don't necessarily need to charge, but charging downhill is not a bad thing. Oh, that's tricky. Cheeky of them. Let's hit them. Okay, we're holding nicely here. You, Mr. Fane, can try and make your way over to him. You guys can keep hitting them. In fact, you can hit that one. Especially if they're about it. So one unit can melee them while the other moves back to take them on. We've broken one. Oh no, they've broken already. Let's stay on them then. We're doing nicely here. We're breaking one of these units. They are staying nicely broken. Come on, Mr. Fane, break off and get to their lord. You can charge down to get involved while you guys finish these guys off. These guys will keep cycling in and out. There's not much I can do about that. It's not really something worth me worrying about too much. This is turning into a bit of a grind, but my guys will win the grind. Hit them again.
Nothing could stop us. Cannon! Yes, Lord!
Put my cannon on them. You guys can turn and fire. You guys can hit this one. Then you can actually turn and help over here. Oh, that's perfect. They're trying to cycle charge me, but it's actually giving me a bit of room to maneuver. Come on, let's get their lord and let's kill him. I'm actually not doing as well as I'd like here.
Hump those dwarven legs. Wait a man, Lord.
Let's get my archers helping a bit more.
It's about time. Run! Mark this down. A worthy order.
Right, let's support in the centre actually. I'm suffering here. Let's break this unit here so we can free up this unit. Now you guys can just engage them in melee. And now a little bit of archer fire and we're shattering them. You guys can turn and support the cannon, so I don't lose that unit completely.
Dwarf warriors, charge! Kazook!
Yeah, I'm not fussed about them fleeing. In fact, I quite like them fleeing. You guys can hit that.
Your targets, Dwarf warriors! Quarrelers!
This hasn't actually been my best battle here, guys. Let's hit them. You see what I mean by dwarven archers are very good. I probably should have actually used them differently, and I'll think about that next time. Because I probably took more losses here because I didn't use them properly. So it was meant to be a relatively equal battle, though I think it shouldn't have been quite as equal as it was.
Quarrelers! Kill them all in Beard's reach! This is a reckoning!
Keep hitting them. In fact, no, let's turn and keep hitting them until they're completely shattered. You guys can charge down this way.
Quarrelers! For the Karak anchor!
And their lord is completely shattered now, which is probably means the rest of them are going to go very soon.
Put the axe! For the Karak anchor!
I'm going to keep hitting them for now, just to keep them running.
We demand blood!
They're completely shattered. You guys can help down here. And that's it. We have the matter out starting. Okay, victory! That was not as nice a victory as I'd have liked. No, I would have liked a much better victory than that. So next time we'll do that a bit differently. Though this isn't a full army, and I was against a full army, so, you know, I lost 372 to over 1,000. The issue is, their units are much cheaper than mine, so we did have some fanatics there. But no, we're going to smash both those armies relatively easily next turn, and then it's going to be, we'll jump straight into Dock Karaz, and then we'll marshal our forces for the march on 8 Peaks. And I'm relatively confident. I'm not that fussed about, once we've taken 8 Peaks, maintaining things there. Okay, we've completed our next quest for the Hammer of Angrund. So Belegar Ironhammer has made bold oaths to reclaim his lost kingdom. The fabled treasures of the legendary fortress should be returned to honest, noble Dowie hands. It is said that King Lun himself sealed away a mighty hammer of Clan Angrund, and that only the true heir shall reclaim it. Among Belegar's many oaths is a pledge to seek the legendary hammer, but first he must see the area purged of green-skin filth, so the search can be unimpeded. Okay, so now we're going to raise or sack 3 different settlements belonging to the Greenskin tribe. So the path towards King Lun's Lost Vault is cluttered with Urks and other degenerate creatures. Belegar and his kin must rebuild the former glories of his ancestors, hold by hold, using the bodies and blood of the hated Greenskins as their foundations. It's a bit annoying that it's raise or sack rather than capture, but you know. We've removed one of our grudges, and another. Got various new items. Right, let's move up here.
True king of 8 Peaks. Bring him! Get going. Summon me if you dare. Come, we march.
Okay, it's a bit odd because I'm missing a unit.
Setting forth. Let us be about this.
And you have leveled up. Again, we're going to up our Dwarf Lords. I do wish this was just more than Dwarf Warriors and Miners. I wish it did affect some of my higher level units as well, but for the time being it's still a useful ability. I'm tempted to put a few other units in here. This is just buffing up our force. I know they're expensive, but this is just so we can really keep going. So I know I'm burning through my income there, but we're going to be using all of these guys to really push with. So, you know, this is about getting 8 peaks as fast as we can at the moment.
Ready.
Okay, oh, we've got multiple things. So we've upped Orc's Bane again. Going to get you your missile resistance as well. You can... You're going to be moving up this coast, actually, so we can see what's going on. Oh, I think these guys are about to fall to the Skaven, which I didn't necessarily want to be happening, but I do have a cordial relationship with the Skaven, so this is dropping.
Arcane winds under control.
I'm a bit worried about him because he can easily hit Pyledorf and take it, actually. I might have messed up there.
The runes are ready.
I got a feeling I'm going to lose Pyledorf because I don't actually have defences up here, and I just remembered that and I've moved away. Oh, damn! I am a numpty! He's not taken it, however, he's just raided and moved on, so that's... could be worse. However, that does mean I'm going to have lots of public order issues there as well. We're just going to charge Doc Karaz next, because much as I don't want them to take places, at the same time, I want to get Karak 8 Peaks. Karak 8 Peaks is the goal at the moment. It's Karak 8 Peaks or bust. Once I've taken Karak 8 Peaks, I will get it. My income will increase quite dramatically. Not huge. Well, I say not hugely. 2 armies worth, you know. So I'll probably, you know, I'll be spending, you know, so probably a couple of thousand at least extra, for us to be able to maintain 2 armies and have a good income, or have a 3rd army actually, guys. And then we will, you know, deal with that. Oh, now that's going to cause an issue. So we've got another grudge there, which is to destroy that army, though I can't afford to do that just now.
Lord of the Angrund.
We're going to jump at Doc Karaz. As I said, guys, right now, it's 8 peaks or bust. I don't mind about losing a few places while I'm taking here.
There is power within prayer.
Oh, that has, however, messed up my income.
Heading out. On my way.
I might need to drop a unit of something from one of my armies.
What?
That'll solve it.
True king of 8 peaks.
So Doc Karaz will fall next turn, and then we're going to march on 8 peaks itself.
Have the forge fires glowing.
I know we've got an orc army here. We will deal with that later. What we'll potentially do is literally just drop our army and throw another army together. I'm potentially going to lose here as well. But again, as I said, guys, right now, I mean, here is surrounded by potential enemies. I'm not fussed about these places, because these places have got good walls, so it can actually probably hold quite a big army. But right now, it really is Karak 8 Peaks or bust. I need to deal with my grudge my Karak 8 Peaks grudge more than anything. So that is going to be, you know, by dealing with that, we'll put ourselves in a much, much stronger position to go on with. And potentially even be able to confederate with the Dwarves, though the Dwarves are doing very well at the moment, so chances of them confederating with me is not high. However, hopefully they'll be able to, once they've finished off dealing with Greenskins, hopefully they'll be able to push back against the Empire. So not the Empire, the Vampires, to help the Empire. Though they are losing territory, heartland territory, to the Greenskins up there.
Belegar Ironhammer. For vengeance!
Nice, easy auto.
Brother Thomas Crown!
And that's removed a grudge, which has helped, but it's still not huge.
Ready.
Actually going to move us first. Double timing well.
Bearers will. Lord of the Angrund.
And where else are we going on? You. Ancestral Grudge.
Onward.
And we're going to wander over this way again to see the coast up here to find some more people to trade with if we can. Ooh, and there's a Skull Reef.
Setting off.
Right, we're not going to do that. We'll get there next turn. That's 10k a Skull Reef. That is a very nice buff. Oh, we're still not burning up that off. Damn. End turn. The Empire are still doing well, but as I said, the Vampires are my biggest worry still at the moment. Okay, the Greenskins aren't going for me, they're just raiding their way, so hopefully they'll avoid my settlement, though I'm half expecting one of these guys around here to jump my settlement, and I wouldn't blame them because I'm leaving it wide open for attack. The Empire is currently getting shredded, so I really need to get myself in a position to support them. And taking Karak 8 Peaks really will help with that, because even on its own it's also a very good income generator. And the fact it will help with my income so much will be a huge buff for me on this campaign. And that is something I really do want to look at. Oh, by the way, there is a comment in the thing to vote for a new campaign. I might actually start it before I put this up. One of them before I start this up. So we're probably going to be looking at doing a Chaos and a Wood Elves campaign in my next couple of campaigns. Ooh, there's a space there. Anyway, I can't afford to go there at the moment. That would be nice of me to take. But anyway, back to what I was saying. So yeah, so I will potentially... Well, I will probably be doing those as my next two campaigns. I'm probably going to start them soon, but I'll be doing them a bit slower than this campaign. This campaign is a bit of a... I'm regularly quite a bit ahead from what I'm uploading on this. No, I don't want the migration because I don't want the public order negatives at the moment. We're still being raided, but there's not a huge amount I can do about that at the moment.
Moving.
We are going to keep marching.
I got.
Skull Reef, that's a nice 10k.
I'm off.
These lands are ours by...
Oh,
Protector of... How do the dwarf friends fare?
okay.
Yes, now.
The Empire does still have quite a trunk of territory, though I probably do need to go and help them. However, it does mean I'll potentially be able to get all of here back, which is good. And there are other dwarfs up here potentially still, so
Onward. That will bring shame on us all.
It is dropping off. It's just I've got a feeling it's not going to drop off quick enough.
Our enemies shall tremble.
I don't want to be spending too much money at them. Oh, however, you can get a second higher walls. Oh, I completely forgot about this place. Right. 66.6 to 79.8. So we're on... Sorry, 78.9. So we're on 66.6. We will up here. So 66.6 to 78.9. 66.6 to 78.9. I should have written this down somewhere, guys, because I'll forget it. 66.6 to 78.9. I need to keep saying this for a second. Ah, you gits! At least they didn't burn it down. And as I said, at the moment, it's 8 peaks or bust. I'm not fussed. I'm just dealing with these as they happen. I want to get 8 peaks, guys. Oh god, the vampires really need taking on. I mean, I might end up being able to take all of the Border Prince's lands if that Beastmen herd smashes them all, which could be interesting. And we're certainly going to have to, as I said, I'm also potentially going to end up at war with a Skaven as well, but I can reckon I can hold them relatively well, actually, so that's not a huge issue. 66.6 and a 78.9. I nearly said something bad then. 66.6 and 78.9. Okay. Well, it looks like Dwarf's going to level up again, so that's good. Ooh, we have agents coming at us en masse now. So it's probably good I sent that army forwards. I kind of would like the Dwarfs to help me here, but they're not gonna. This is where actually a co-op campaign with Angrund and the Dwarfs would be very fun, because you really could split up the Dwarf territories quite well. So I might look at doing that at some point, find someone who's up for doing that, but it's a matter of finding the right time to do it. Right.
Time. Shoulder axes, lads. We move. On to glory for the ancestors.
We need all of our forces here for this.
Thirsts for war. The throng agrees.
We're gonna throw a few extra regiments of renown in as well before we do it. You can start being built up, though you're gonna have a rebellion soon. I'm not even going to bother. There's going to be a rebellion there, and there's nothing I can do about it.
Getting out of here.
Let's keep moving up.
I'll get
That's
on it.
good. Oh, we can't quite get
I'm
that.
going.
We still get it.
Me.
Okay, you can pull back up here, because there's no point worrying about here, so I'm going to lose it. Yeah. End turn. I'm quite concerned by how big the army they have at Karak 8 Peaks, so actually, this might not be the easiest battle for me to win, guys. I might have overstretched here, and if I don't take it now, I've thrown a lot away to get me into this position. So this is a battle I do not want to lose. That said, I've got a lot of potential new territory along here from these guys, what they're doing. However, I'm going to lose a trading partner when the Border Prince is completely finished. and I'm potentially going to have to deal with that horde anyway, so again, I want to be keeping an eye on everything which is going on there. It looks like the Skaven are about to get kicked out of Karsakon, however I pronounce that. You can tell me off. I'm a bit dyslexic, guys, but please feel free to. Well, I'm a lot dyslexic, guys, but please feel free to correct me whenever I mispronounce things, because I do it, and I know how annoying it can be when somebody's consistently mispronouncing something. So yeah, feel free to tell me if I'm mispronouncing things. How are Clan Skye doing? They are not particularly strong at the moment, so that's good. Hopefully they're going to get pushed back, and the Bretonnians will become a bit more ascendant over there. They are so going to go to war with me soon. Right. And we are going to end this one here, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I'm leaving you on a cliffhanger. Next time, Karak 8 Peaks, and what is going to be
I'd rather eat a squeak.
an interesting battle. Thank you very much for watching, guys.